The Kingdom Krew is back in Disneyland to share our top 10 things to do throughout the whole resort.
From our favorite attractions, shows, food, and more, we're covering all our must-dos. So number one is Indiana Jones Adventure. Of course, I look like I got my 90s outfit on here. We're fitting the theme. Full Indiana Jones here. Big fan, big franchise. Love the newest one, so I'm excited. This is just like a repeat of the dino out here in Animal Kingdom we got back at home. But in my opinion, I like Indiana Jones. I think it's a lot better. So excited to start the day.
While I know absolutely nothing about Indiana Jones or any of the movies, I still love this attraction. Every time I come to Disneyland, it is 100% a must-do. Sorry, sir, you're too short. You can't ride this one.
Say favorite franchise, honestly, ever. Families, big fans of it. Big Harrison Ford fans. You know, he's getting inducted in the Legends. You know, that's nice for D23. Excited for that. Air Force One, pretty cool as well. So I'm excited. So we'll see how Indiana Jones pairs up to the Walt Disney World version.
The only downside to riding this attraction is it takes so long to walk through the queue to get on the ride, and even longer to walk through the queue to get out of the line.
It's kind of spooky in here, to be honest. Kristen was saying the queue is very long. It's just very dark, low lighting. The lighting's going out. Sal's not paying the electric. I'm hearing random noises.
His name is Sala. It's Sala, not Saul. You don't even know the guy's name.
Sala.
Sean says he's such a big fan of Indiana Jones.
Sala. Ryan, it's Sala.
It's Sala. Yeah, I told you. Yes, it's Sala.
Fantastic. We found out his name. Kristen, are you listening to Sala?
I think I could probably recite this from how many times I've freaking heard this thing. It goes over nonstop.
One thing I don't trust about our ride vehicle is I think Sean and Kristen will both be looking into the eye. You need to cover your eyes and not look into the eye. Don't know the eye of Mara.
I'm looking right in that eyeball.
My eyes, your path now. Quick, take a look at it. It's the only way out. Nice driving, pal.
Ah, Brian!
Snakes. You guys are on your own.
There's Harrison Ford! My family loves you!
Not bad. Tourists. Now, stay out of trouble, will you?
Not Indiana Jones calling us shoobies.
This ride is so wild. This is the hardest attraction I have ever filmed on.
Honestly, Indy was a wild ride, and I will still say this, stand by this, better than Dinosaur. Ryan, did you look in the eyes?
I didn't, but you guys did because we went down the path of no return. I was covering my eyes.
But now we have returned. Thanks to Ryan for covering his eyes. A true American hero.
Honestly, I love going on that ride and not controlling myself and just letting myself kind of fly all over the place. It is a wild ride. Number 2 on our list is the Magic Happens Parade. This is probably one of my all-time favorite things to do in Disneyland. It's my all-time favorite parade. And the best part about the parade, or one of the best parts about the parade, is that you get to start off by watching the Disneyland band, and I am the biggest Disneyland band stan. They're coming down Main Street shortly. Just kidding, I thought the band was coming, but they actually already passed our area, so we're out of luck. But shout out the Disneyland band. They're so good. We've got the Disney dad here, dad hat. He's wearing the old shirt and he's got the fanny pack here. Disney dad Sean, waiting for Magic Happens.
I'm so excited. Kristen loves this parade, and she said,
the music is starting. Oh my gosh, guys, I have chills. This music, it gives me chills, and the parade is almost near. They're about to turn the corner in front of the castle here, and we have a great view. Sean, switching to you for a play-by-play.
Oh, now I'm on the spot? All right. We've got people coming down. Apparently they look like they're waves, so the waves are coming. And you know what that means. When there's waves, there's Moana. I see Moana in the distance. She's looking for a wayfinder. Moana 2 coming in theaters in November.
The Moana part has to be one of like the biggest jam sessions of the century. I love the way they kind of like mix the music from the Magic Happens original song with the Moana song. And how does this not hype you up right here? Look at these guys go.
Back with commentating more. We're gonna start judging clothing outfits. We see Aladdin in the distance with the Versace Agrabah special. Purple feather in the hat. Bronze.
What about Pinocchio?
Oh, Pinocchio, he's got the Geppetto old 1-2 steps on. Those wooden shoes, those things were clogging all through Pleasure Island. I love this guy, the wizard hat.
What's his name? What's his name?
Merlin. Kristen, what's the boy's name?
Nathan, Trust. Oh, I don't know that. All right, we've got Tiana and Naveen coming up. Let's see if they're gonna bust it down for us this evening. I've seen Naveen has some moves. I've seen him grooving on TikTok recently. The grand finale. Every time.
This song's a bomb.
I could listen to this song on repeat, and I have before. Needed to take a break in the shade after standing in the sun to watch Magic Happens, but it's all worth it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That is the greatest parade that Disney has ever put out. Everything from the costumes, amazing. The music and the mix of songs that they use, they're like perfect amount of new school, perfect amount of old school. It's just perfect. The floats, absolutely incredible. The dancers in the middle, also. The list goes on and on. I absolutely love that parade.
Listen, I do believe. They were asking if I believe the whole parade, and I do. Great show. I was dancing. I was jiggling. Yeah. Number 3 for me, personally, and here in Adventureland, the vibes are gotta be right. It's gotta be cozy. We're here at the Hideaway. We're getting ourselves a Topo Chico and a Bao Bun. It's a combo none like other. Kristen knows a combo or two, but this is the true combo.
Here in Disneyland, you could pick up a Topo Chico at pretty much every like beverage cart or quick service location in Adventureland and also some in Fantasyland. But today we have Bao Buns on Sean's list, and there's only one place to get them here in Disneyland, which is the Tropical Hideaway. So we're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We're gonna get some Topo Chicos and some Bao Buns.
I'm out of breath because we thought there was Topo Chicos here. Last time I was here, it was about a year ago, they had Topo Chicos. But I had to go all the way to Frontierland for these Topo Chicos. But we got them, the Holy Grail. Walt Disney World, they also should sell these in the park because I would keep them in business. Like I said, I ran all the way to the other side of the park. Okay, well, next door. But I got them. I already took a sip. You know, I had to need to get refreshed. So I wanted to. Just so bubbly, it's twisty, it's limey. It's everything I need for a fresh beverage here at the original Disneyland Magic Kingdom.
So similar to Sean, I also love a lime Topo Chico. I love that they sell them here in the parks in Disneyland. I know Sean likes to drink his Topo Chicos in Adventureland. My favorite way to drink a Topo Chico is while watching the Magic Happens parade. That's how you do it for me, but we'll settle for here in Adventureland. A little spicy, a little limey, and bubbly blessed. I just poured all the sauce on this bun and I have to hunch over to eat it because the sauce is dripping off. That sauce is really, really delicious. It also has a little bit of a kick. The filling in here that we got is chicken and I believe some lemongrass. I don't love lemongrass flavor. I prefer the pork bun from here, but still you got that pillowy soft bao. It's delicious. And I've got dipping oil running down my hands. It's running through my veins.
What better way to chase your Topo Chico is with a nice, fluffy, light chicken lemongrass bao bun. It is nice mixed with some herbs and butternut squash. You know what that sounds like? Sounds like a refreshing Topo Chico. The bao is very nice. Nice chicken. The lemongrass added a little flavor to it. It's light. It's a nice little snack with the Topo Chico where you don't feel too heavy. Comes with a nice dipping sauce.
Yeah, you gotta try it with the sauce. The sauce is really good.
I'm not sure what the dipping sauce is. What does that look like, Kristen? That's no mayo.
It's really delicious. Well, guys, would you just look at this view? We got number 4 Radiator Springs Racers. Not only is the attraction amazing, Cars Land as a whole is just a whole entire must-do for me. I absolutely love Cars Land. It is my favorite theme park land in any theme park. I could actually just live here and come here every single day and just sit for 24 hours and just take in these amazing views, especially when the sun's going down and all the neon lights are kind of turning on. It just really cannot be beat, and it's all rounded out with this amazing attraction behind us that we're about to get on now.
You know, Kristen's a big fan. She doesn't watch any movies, but cars is just, it's something about Kristen that loves cars. She loves 4 wheels, paint.
The thing is, I actually don't like actual cars, just the movie.
Interesting.
All right, everyone say ka-chow before we go.
All right. Ka-chow.
Say ka-chow.
Ka-chow!
Ka-chow. Ka-chow.
To infinity and beyond. Great choice, Kristen.
Wow.
We gotta slow down here.
Howdy. Here for the big race, huh? It's gonna be fun. A visitor. No visitors on this planet.
Kristen, that's Lightning McQueen.
Okay, true. There can't be 2.
Not only need to be fast,
You need to look fast.
We're going into Ramones.
You know, Lightning McQueen called us ugly. We don't look fast enough.
Time for the race. Our competitors. Where's the competition?
Tom Petty. And Tom Petty's an artist. Richard Petty.
The competition. Where they at?
Oh boy.
You ready for this? Well, you're just gonna have to trust us that we won that race because
We're going so fast we forgot to hit record.
we forgot to film, but we won. We won.
All right, number 5 for me on this list is breakfast at Disneyland. We're over here in Frontierland. This is a beautiful little restaurant over here on the Rivers of America. Look at that. Kristen, pan over there. Got a nice little boat coming here. But we have started off the breakfast with a nice cold brew. You know, starting the morning right, has to go. Perfect at Disneyland. And some fun waffles, which we will get into a lot with some syrup. And what is that? Some strawberry jam?
One of the many reasons that I love the food scene here at the Disneyland parks is because there are so many breakfast offerings. Every single quick service location, every single snack cart, or at least most of them, have a different breakfast offering. And like I said, different. It's not just the same egg and bacon and waffle platter. You know, everything has something really different and really unique. And if we're being fully transparent, we were supposed to be getting my favorite breakfast in the park today, the breakfast chimichanga. But unfortunately, we got here at 9:30 and they were already sold out. It must be a very, very busy day. So, you know, I suggested to Sean, this was his thing, Disneyland breakfast. I suggested we try this waffle Monte Cristo here. I had this when it came out, I want to say about 6 or so months ago, and I really, really enjoyed it. And since we kind of had to pivot, I had to pick a new thing, and I said, Sean, I think you're going to love this. So we'll try this out.
This delicious waffle Cristo is full of rosemary ham, turkey, and Swiss, served with a side of strawberry preserves and maple syrup. For the full order here, but honestly, it looks like a half order for me. I could eat, honestly, maybe another order of a full order here for breakfast. That's like a full waffle. That's look at this. Show this right now. That is like
2 triangles.
2 triangles. I need 4. That's a full waffle to me is 4 triangles. Make it make sense. Wow. There was a lot going on. The syrup was actually pretty more delightful than I thought it was going to be for a packet syrup. But the waffle was really nice. The ham felt fresh. You know, sometimes ham can be a little funky, but this waffle is definitely good. But I don't really taste much Swiss cheese in there. I'm not sure. Kristen, you see any Swiss cheese? Because I'm not seeing nothing.
Looks like a tiny, tiny bit.
But it's good. I recommend this. If you're coming for a Disneyland breakfast, you've got to come and try this waffle. and get 2 of them because that makes 4. 4 triangles equals a full waffle.
Now for me personally, when I get this waffle Monte Cristo, I like to use the strawberry jam to kind of dip in there. I'm not a big syrup person, so the strawberry jam is the way to go. I love that little bit of like fruitiness with the ham. And this is such a unique breakfast. They have a Monte Cristo over at Cafe Orleans, which actually, now that I think about it, we haven't been there in so long. I need to go back. But they're known for their Monte Cristo, and they kind of made a breakfast version of it. So I love it. I think it's so fun. And
Get that jam.
it's hard to get the jam up.
Jam it up.
It's hard to jam up. It's salty, it's sweet. The outside here, that is the cheese that kind of oozed out of the waffle and got like really nice and crispy in the waffle maker. The ham is great in there, like Sean mentioned. The only thing is, I feel like this waffle was probably sitting there for a little bit. It tastes a little soggy. The waffle itself isn't as crisp and fresh as I would like it to be. But if you get this hot and fresh, I can confirm this is an amazing breakfast here at Disneyland, and I am going to enjoy the rest of my 4th of a waffle.
Kristen might be here for the food and the waffles, and so am I from the start, but honestly, I'm here mainly for the breakfast vibes. The Disneyland morning, it's just so cozy, and like, especially in California, like the weather's really nice. There's a nice cold breeze, sitting by the water, having a nice cold brew, a few seats open. I think this is definitely a win for me, and I feel like you can't get this in Walt Disney World or this kind of view.
And in the morning,
what do you like about the
I'm
morning
making
vibes?
Waffles.
What do you like about Disneyland in the morning?
Probably Main Street. Main Street USA in the morning. Because it's nice. It's peaceful. It's nice seeing people go about their day. Excited to see the castle. Hearing all the Main Street transportation. Looking at the Matterhorn. I'll sit there all day.
Like I said, I love the breakfast here at Disneyland, and I never get up early to go to Disney World for breakfast and get the breakfast there. But here at Disneyland, it's a totally different story. I'm always here early in the morning, and one of the main motivators for that is all of the amazing food that they have here. Like, literally, you could find like a breakfast burrito on every corner. Like, you could find something really unique. And
Can't beat that.
Mr. Twain is going by as we speak. Disneyland mornings, Disneyland breakfast, ultra cozy vibes. Number 6, and I'm assuming this is coming as no surprise, is the Jolly Holiday combo. The Jolly Holiday Bakery is a quick service restaurant right here on Main Street. They're serving up sandwiches, a ton of really good pastries, and most importantly, the grilled cheese with tomato soup, the Jolly Holiday combo, which is my favorite thing to eat in all of the Disney parks. I could already tell. This is going to be wow. Here with the Jolly Holiday combo, you get a toasted cheese sandwich on fresh sourdough, as well as a cup of tomato basil soup. And I know it's very hot in Disneyland right now, but I will still eat soup, a grilled cheese and tomato soup, because it is that good. We'll go for a dunk in the soup here. Oh yeah. Tell me that doesn't look fantastic. So loaded with cheese. We've got a ton of cheddar on there, and then we've got that perfectly toasted rustic sourdough bread. I'm typically not a fan of tomato soup, but this one is just so creamy and so good. It hits different.
Don't be fooled by the crew neck I'm wearing. It is summer here in Anaheim. I have some hot soup and a grilled cheese. We're going to see. Kristen has this on her list. She just braves about this grilled cheese a lot. We had one yesterday. It's nice and crispy. It's not a bad grilled cheese, but if you ever want a grilled cheese in Walt Disney World, go to the Riviera because they have a good one there at their quick service. That tomato soup just needs a little pepper.
The very first thing that I do every time that I come to Disneyland is run to the Jolly Holiday. Usually while I'm still sitting on the plane, like when I just land at LAX, I already have a mobile order for the Jolly Holiday waiting for me. It is the very first thing I do. I come to the Jolly Holiday and get a grilled cheese, and it's also usually the last thing I do. I love that this place stays open so late. If the park's open till 12, this place is open till like 12:15. You can get yourself a little late night delight combo.
At number 7, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. It might look very familiar to you, anybody else out there, maybe the East Coasters, as Tower of Terror, but I think this one's even better, especially, what is it, Guardians After Dark?
After Dark?
After Dark Halloween, that one's pretty cool. I like that one. I wish that was around on the East Coast, but hey, we'll take do, and that's why this is on my list.
You know, this is just one of those attractions that when you go on, you just kind of laugh the whole time. There's really fun music. Obviously, the drops are really fun. It's a toss-up for me between Tower and this. I appreciate the nostalgia of Tower, and like the spooky element is so much fun. But this ride, it just like, I said Tower is fun, but this just like screams fun. And I agree with Sean. Guardians After Dark, the Halloween version, even better.
The music. One of the main reasons why I actually have this on my top 10 is because I just love Guardians of the Galaxy and the music. I feel like music is such an important role when it comes to attractions, and this ride exactly hits it on the head, exactly what Guardians of the Galaxy does over at Epcot. So this is one of my favorites. So as you can see right now, we're waiting in line. It's kind of a little bit different queue inside here at Disneyland's version. It's a little bit upstairs. They actually have 2 floors, so the music is on point, and I'm hoping to get some good music. And as well, it has synchronized dropping, so it'll be different every time, and with each song has different drop techniques as well. So this should be fun. It's like riding something different almost every time you come on here.
Scan complete. You may now enter the gantry lift.
Number 8, Churro Toffee. You could find Churro Toffee at any of the sweet shops here in Disneyland or Disney California Adventure. Anywhere where you could kind of get like cookies, cupcakes, any of those like candy types of items, you can find Churro Toffee. We are here in Disneyland at the Candy Palace to pick up our Churro Toffee, and it's actually pretty funny. I went to go place a mobile order, and it won't be ready for 4.5 hours about. So we're just gonna head inside and see if there's a long line. Thank you very much. Got the goods. This beautiful little square has toffee on the inside. Then they coat it in white chocolate before completely covering it in cinnamon and sugar, creating the perfect sweet delight. Churro Toffee ASMR. Much too good, as Nate would say. This Churro Toffee is just something so special. It is my favorite thing to get in any bakery case in Disney World or Disneyland. And I don't even like white chocolate, but there's just something about this Churro Toffee that makes me crave it. It is the perfect sweet treat. I get it every single time I come to Disneyland.
Kristen always hypes this up. I'm not sure too much. It kind of looks like a piece of cardboard. It's not on my list, so we'll try it out. That is very delightful. I would say this is a nice sweet treat, so I can see why it's on Kristen's list.
Disney, if you're listening, we need Churro Toffee at Disney World stat.
Number 9 for me on this Disneyland list is the Fantasyland attractions. They're so superior here. All the classics you got Dumbo, the Carousel, you got Snow White. But one of our favorites, shout out to our friend Dom, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So let's go on that for our favorite, number 9. Here, look at this. He's got the Mr. Toad Roosevelt's on. Nate, how do you feel about Mr. Toad and Fantasyland?
I love it, and I would probably spend all day in Fantasyland. Second, rope drop Fantasyland.
I also love Fantasyland. Fun fact, there are more attractions in Disneyland's Fantasyland than there are in all of Disney's Animal Kingdom and Walt Disney World. There are so many classics here. Mr. Toad's, obviously a favorite. I also love the Storybook Land canal boats. Such a cozy ride, especially at night. You cannot beat it. It's something that, like, I'm really shocked is still around today, but really, really happy it's still around today. I also love Alice in Wonderland. That is probably, like, my favorite dark ride of all time. Alice in Wonderland is excellent. So all of Fantasyland, it's got to be one of the best lands in Disneyland.
I'm driving.
Hi, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Oh, crazy driver, crazy driver.
This is that LA traffic out here. Wow, look at this. This is an old fantasy dark ride. Reminds me of Knoebels.
I'm Mr. Toad.
Who's driving? This is a wild ride. Whoa!
That's the highway.
It's time.
Oh no.
Made it.
Our home. Orlando, Florida. That is such a fun, wild ride. It was so dark in there, I had no idea where I was turning.
Cody up there.
He's got a fine suit. He's a fancy man. Hello, sir. How was your wild ride? Where were you been?
Wild, wild.
Fantasyland.
Number 10, the final thing on our list, the Matterhorn. Now I know a lot of people complain about the Matterhorn because it gives you a little backache, it hurts your back, and it's very rickety and very old. That's also the part of the charm of the ride that makes me love it so much. I love the history behind it. Obviously, Bob Gurr's creation. This is like the original Disneyland roller coaster. It is my favorite ride in Disneyland Park. I can't come here without riding it, so let's go.
Well, like Kristen said, this is a favorite, classic for sure. You know, only one in the world. So, you know, it definitely is going to be in our top 10 for sure, the Matterhorn. It's kind of like the Space Mountain ride set up, you know, same small carts. You know, as a taller guy, I have a little trouble getting in and out, but it's totally worth the ride because that Yeti is frightening.
My favorite Disneyland ride to start the day with is the Matterhorn Mountain because I feel like it loosens you up a little bit. It gets you ready to go for the day, or it will ruin you for the day, depending on what side.
Ready to go, ready to get wild. And woo! Woohoo! Woo! Oh! 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 Whipping us! Oh! Oh my God, this thing really just whips you around like crazy. There's no doubt about that. Oh my God. Guys, sorry for the crazy camera work on that. There's no way to be graceful here on the Matterhorn.
Number 11, Kristen's favorite ride. Finding Nemo Voyage Submarines, I think it's called?
No, it's not on the list.
It's not on the list, but this is your favorite one.
Well, that was quite the wild ride and the perfect way to end our top 10 list of our favorite things to do here at the Disneyland Resort. All right, so we met up with our friends and we're asking them now what their favorite thing to do at Disneyland is since we're going over our top 10 list. Gary, what's your favorite thing to do here at the Disneyland Resort?
My favorite thing in the whole world to do at Disneyland Resort is seeing everybody from out of town, our family from out of town. Ryan and Sean and Kristen and Nate over there with my wife Debbie and our best friend Kathy. Can't get better than
What a
that.
wholesome guy.
That's better than anything.
Well, we
That
love
warms
seeing
my
these
heart.
guys too, so
We love you.
it makes our day as well.
And from New Jersey.
Yes,
Bologna, New Jersey.
Gary and I are from the same exact town.
Can you
That's so
believe
weird.
that? A couple years difference.
Now we've got Kathy here. Kathy, what is your favorite thing to do at all of the Disneyland Resort?
It's the Dole Whip.
Another classic answer. You can't go wrong with the Dole Whip.
It's always the Dole Whip.
All right, we've also got my brother here, Ryan. Favorite thing to do at Disneyland?
Actually, at Disneyland or DCA? Because
It can be either. The Disneyland Resort.
DCA, my favorite thing to do is to go to the state park area with the trails, the Discovery Trail type thing, and like go on the rope bridges.
The creek, isn't it like Redwood Creek?
Redwood Creek area. That's my favorite thing to do. I was gonna try to drag him over here today, but I don't think it's happening.
We used to do that all the time when we were little old children here at Disneyland.
When we grew up together as brother and sister.
Well, that is going to do it for us. Our top 10 list of things to do here at the Disneyland Resort. Now, obviously, there are so many other amazing things to do in Disneyland that I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface.
And so let us know what your top 10 is in the comments, because everyone has a different experience at Disneyland. But this happens to be our experience and our favorite top 10.
So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys all hit that subscribe button. And who knows, maybe we'll have another vlog coming to you within the next month.
1 month schedule here. Thank you for watching and follow along.
Follow on Instagram and here and everywhere. Bye.